Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is Dark Brotherhood. Um, this is our first video, and we decided to do it on ice bears. So basically, if you don't have an idea on an engine for the ice bear deck, well, here it is. Starting off with 3 Dance Princess of the Ice Bear. What she does is, once per turn, if you control another face-up Ice Bear monster, you can reveal any number of Ice Bear monsters from your hand, and you can select how many ever you reveal. You can select that many and return that many to your opponent's hand. And I mean, she's pretty good. I mean, you could also use her for synchro bait and stuff. But I mean, I just use her for returning spells and traps to their hand. Next we have 2 Chiromancers. Chiromancer is good because if you control another Ice Bear monster, level 4 or higher monsters can't declare an attack. So, you know, if you got say you got Princess out and you have him out, basically level 4 or level 5, anything from level 4 on up can't harm you at all. So, I mean, it's great. Next, to Dejao. Dejao, what he does is he's a level 6, and he saves your ice bears from being destroyed by spells and trap card effects. So he's a must-have. Next is 2 Generals. General, what he does is when he's summoned, what you can do is use his effect, and he'll allow you to do an extra summon or an extra set if you need to. But there is a cool combo that I'm gonna show you here in a little bit. Next is 2 Samurai of the Ice Bear. I got them in there for level 4, 1800 beat sticks. I mean, they're okay. I mean, if I need to draw a card, just throw them in defense position, and there you go. You can draw one. 2 Reese. She's a level 2 tuner. Basically, what I use her for is I'd set her face down, because the reason why is because she can't be destroyed by battle by a level 4 or higher monster. So she's a must-have. I'd strongly recommend, if you're gonna build Ice Bear, run two of her in there, because she's really helpful. 2 Pilgrim of the Ice Bear, and yes, these are dual terminal. He's a level 4, 1500. He can't be destroyed by a monster that has 1900 or more attacks. So basically, if you're up against like a Stardust or something, and say it's your go and you draw into him, set him face down. Set him face down, because I mean, you know, he basically when they run into him, he's basically not destroyed by battle, and you take no damage. So I mean, it's a must-have. 1 Blizzard. Reason why I run 1 Blizzard in here is for draw power. So what I do is I just set it face down, and they hit into it. You know, it's destroyed by battle and sent to the grave. Draw 1. So it's a must-have. You can run 2, but I would say I'd recommend 1. 1 Geomancer. Geomancer, I really only use her for tuning and synchro summoning. But I mean, she's got a cool effect too. I mean, you can discard a card and declare an attribute, and I mean, that attribute you declared, the monster can't attack. I mean, she's really good. She's really good. Next, I have Medium. Medium, what she does is, if your opponent controls 4 or more cards than you do, you can special summon her from your hand. and your opponent can only activate one spell or trap card per turn. I see most people when they try to run ice bears, they probably put two of those in there. I'd say two is overdoing it. Just one, because you never know what situation you may be in, and they may have a field full or something, or you know, and all you can do is just you draw on her, you can just special summon her. Next is Treeborn. Uh, Treeborn, I would say he's a must-have because um, basically you're gonna be if you you're gonna be running formulas. If you're gonna run formulas, then Treeborn, you're gonna need Treeborn most definitely. And last but not least, what runs with Treeborn is Fishborg. Fishborg's a level one tuner. What I do is I use him and Treeborn together, and I sync out for Formula Synchron. So that's how I get Formula Synchron out. But I mean, he's a must-have too. Now to our spells. Starting off with three Medallion. What they do is they search out ice bears from your deck and add them to your hand. Two Triangles. Uh, what I was telling you is a cool combo. What they do is you reveal three ice bears with different names. Say I was to have these three in my hand, and I just drew into one of these. Um, what I would do is activate this and reveal the three, special summon one, and destroy one card on the field regardless of what it is. That's what Magic Triangle does. That's another cool combo. If you have General in your hand and you pull one of these, that's how you get General out. But I mean, triangles are a must-have in this deck. They're a must-have. Next, we have Salvage to get your tuners back, and that's basically why I have them in here, is to get my tuner monsters back and everything. Book of Moon. Uh, I would run two, but I can't because this deck is it's it's the it's an update from the March 1st ban list, so they sadly limited Book of Moon to one, so it sucks. Uh, Next is MST stable, Monster Reborn stable, Giant Trune stable, Pot of Avarice stable, Dark Hole stable, two Bottomless are stable, two Compulsories stable, two Deep Prisons stable, one Mirror Force, and last but not least, one called the Haunted stable. Now on to the synchros for this deck. Starting off with, I run two Formula Synchron. Reason why for draw power and also to synchro with too. Next, two Dularan. Uh, reason why I say two Dularan is because uh, he's to me he's iffy because he can be at some point he can be an OTK. To me he's a last minute thing. But what he does is once per turn you can return any number of face-up cards you control to the owner's hands. For each card returned to the hand by this effect, he gains 500 attack. So if you got an open field, your opponent has an open field, and you have full field, and you summon him, you can return all your cards that you have except him, he gets a big 500 plus. I mean, that could be game, you know. Next, uh, one Brio. Brio, what he does is you discard any number to return the same number of cards from the field to the hand. So he's a must-have in the deck. Next, two Gungers. Uh, Gunger, you can run it at three. Uh, two is just as good. Reason why I have him in here is because he's kind of similar to Bria, except you can only do up to two. So once per turn, you can discard up to two cards to the graveyard to select the same number of cards your opponent controls, and those cards get destroyed. So he's a must-have in the deck. Next, I have a Black Rose, and yes, it's a ghost rare. I have him in here for nuking the field and all that stuff. Uh, Ancient Fairy, and yes, it's a ghost too. I got it in there for a big defense. Blackwing Dragon for effect damage. Stardust, that's a must-have in the deck. Everybody needs a Stardust. You can run it at two if you want. I just running it at one for right now, but it's a must-have. One Red Dragon, Archfiend, and one Decisive Armor, in case I'm up against Light Sworns or anything that's got to do with light. I can go to Decisive Armor. And for my side deck, I have one Concentrated Light. Reason why I have a Concentrated Light in my side deck is because it's good against anything dark monsters. Like say Blackwings or Gravekeepers. If he's on the field, they can't summon, special summon anything dark. If they do, you take no battle damage. So I'd recommend siding him in. It's good against dark monsters, things that basically things that can spam that have a dark attribute. Next, Mirror of the Ice Bear. I have those cited in here because in case I come across a removal deck, basically if they remove something from your hand, field, or graveyard, you activate that. It's a quick spell, you activate it. You basically, whatever they removed, you get to do it to them, So it's basically like, say, you remove my stuff, I remove your stuff, Three prohibitions. Reason why is because I can declare a card name, and as long as that prohibition stays out in the field, the card that you declared can't be it can't be played. So basically, it's stuck in their hand. Roll Oppression for special summoning. Any deck that's got to do with special summoning, that's why it's in there. Tooth Crevice to a different dimension. What they do is declare an attribute, and you can select two monsters with that attribute from the graveyard and remove those from play. They're pretty good. Two Mirror of Oats. I got those in there for Gladiator Beast. And two Light of Imprisoning Mirror for Light Sworns. Anything that's got to do with light, that's what they're in there. Well, that's it. Thanks for watching. I hope whoever looks at this deck bid, I hope they take in consideration and put it together, because I mean it's really fun. It's a low budget deck. You don't have to go out and spend like $300 to $600 on a Pot of Duality or a Solemn Warning. I mean, yeah, it's good to have them in the deck, but I don't see this is a low budget cut deck. So try it out. Subscribe to us and let us know what you think about it.